Hi, Sarah Starr speaking here. So I've been absent from YouTube and my email list for a couple of weeks, and that is something I very rarely do. So what have I been doing? Well, for the last 2 weeks, I've been preparing the guest house, which is this house here. We have, you can see that we have two houses. We live in this half here, and then this is the guest house, and we've been working on it for a number of years. And this year my sister and her family have come to stay, and the house wasn't 100% finished. There were lots of little things that still needed to be done, and you know, work gets in the way, and I like to do things myself. And you know what, there's nothing like a deadline. For me personally, I find that if I have a deadline to work to, that's usually when I get things done. So I had this kind of cut-off date when they were going to arrive, and they hadn't actually seen the house since when I first bought it. So they saw it in its original state. So, you know, I wanted it to look nice. So for the last 2 weeks, for between 9 and 10 hours a day, I've been working to get the house finished. And there were 1,000,001 little things to do. Everything from fitting door locks, putting I put flush doormats I sunk them into the oak floor, so the doormat was flush with the oak door. And then the day before they arrived, the hot water system broke. So we had no hot water, which was really annoying. So Dave and I had to drive out to the DIY centre and purchase a new hot water heater. And then we had to install that, which is not an easy thing to do because the water heater was in the loft in a really hard to reach area. Plus, the other thing that made it really hard was the fact that it was a heat wave. So it was in the 40s whilst doing all this. So to be honest, I'm absolutely exhausted. And Dave has now said to me, Sarah, you can now have a rest and relax and chill out and just chill out in your office. Because I find that internet marketing is relatively easy compared to manual labor like that. Although, you know, I quite like doing stuff around the house and so forth. But you know what? Having a deadline is something that has enabled me to succeed in business. And I've always given myself deadlines, and it's always worked, and it's basically what's enabled me to finish the whole house off. The whole house is finished. It's like to a showroom standard. It's a brand new interior. Everything's new. We stripped the whole house down to bare walls and redid everything, and it's amazing. And it's been sitting empty for a year with 101 little things which weren't finished, and now they're finished, all because of a deadline. And like I said, the same is true with internet marketing. If you can have a deadline, a time where you have to have something finished, it's much more likely that you get something done. So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever bought an internet marketing course before, or started an internet marketing project and kind of like never quite finished it, or never completed the course? Or maybe you've watched the training videos and thought to yourself, yeah, I'll implement that when I get the time, and you just never kind of like get around to it. Well, yeah, I've done the same thing. I'm sure you have. We've all done it. And one of the reasons why coaching works so well is because you get to talk to a coach every single week, and you have a deadline. And if you don't implement the steps which have been laid out, the things like the homework that you have to do that week, you feel kind of bad. So you have like a deadline every single week. And this is why I find that coaching students seem to succeed at a much higher rate than someone who just buys an online course. And that's what I do in my coaching program. So my coaching program, we have a lot of different models. Some people want to do affiliate marketing. Some people want to create their own products. Some people want to build websites. There's all sorts of different things that people want to do. But I find that with the coaching model, my students succeed simply because they have that weekly deadline. I give them a curriculum, something they have to do each week, and then we make sure that that gets completed. And if you complete it, that's when you get success. So look, I have one more spot in my coaching this year. After that, I'm not taking anybody else on for the rest of the year. So If you'd like to have a deadline each week, if you'd like to speak to me on the phone each week, I'd love to take you on as a coaching student. This is only for serious people. This is $5,000 US. I don't have any split payments or anything like that. But if this is something you think might benefit you, if you want to start making a regular monthly income, this program is going to be for you. So in effect, what I'm doing with the program is getting you to $100,000 per year or $10,000 a month as quickly as possible. That's the kind of the target, or rather the first target I like to hit with my coaching students. So like I said, I've only got one spot left. So what I want you to do right now, if this is something you might be of interest to you, click on the link below this video. That will enable you to book an application phone call with me. Now the phone call is $100 because I only want to talk to serious people. I don't want to talk to tire kickers or people who are going to waste my time. Be completely upfront about that. So it's $100. If I accept you into the coaching program, obviously that $100 will be taken off the coaching payment. If for whatever reason I feel that you're not a good fit for the coaching program, or if you feel that you're not a good fit for the coaching program when we have the call, I'll completely refund that $100 investment. So look, I'd love to have you as a coaching student. If you want to start making some regular monthly income and to be able to relax next to the computer and not have to work 10 hours a day, I only actually work about 2 hours a day on my internet business. And actually for the last 2 weeks, I haven't even turned on the computer for the last 2 weeks. And I'm still making regular income, which is an amazing freedom to have. So look guys, if you're interested in this, click on this link below the video or in the video description, and you can book your consultation call with me personally, and we can talk on the phone, and I'd love to take you on as a coaching student. Okay guys, I'll speak to you soon, and have a great week.